that we basically, people is dumb or arrogant. We're so busy hating Russians that never did nothing to you. You know the communists, they're threatening our way of life and everything, and so y'all can do what you want to do. And this is what we've done. They got you so busy hating other people and injuring other people that never did anything to you. This is what the U.S. does. The U.S. Let me back up a little bit so you'll understand what's happening. And I'm going to reemphasize what I said earlier. The U.S., which is a body of conspirators that the general public is not aware of, and it consists of, in the main part, Knights of Templar. Now, the Knights of Templar are servants of the king. And subversives of the principles of isonomy, meaning that they maintain slavery by owning the governments. Do you understand where I'm coming from? Everybody clear? In other words, rather than hold you in servitude directly, which causes rebellion. Do you understand? If I'm standing up here like this, right, and you're impressed because I said, well, I've got this stuff right here that I can just move this right up and down and I can read your mail right through your pockets. And I've got this ring right here that really is a Bibel Fetzer right into your eye and I can see what's in your bank account. He says, oh man, boy, scared of him, man. Whoa, And when you've got use your telephones and I can just signal in everywhere, that's really a tracking device, and you say, oh, wow. I say, well, and I got atom bomb here, right? Then I got a neutron bomb here, right? I got chemical warfare in my finger if I do like that. Oh, you're scaredy. And then I can catch you right through your phone, and you get all impressed. What they don't want the common people to recognize, that I can walk in here with straps of weapons all across here and helmets and Kevlar vests on and all of those stuff, and I can use the power or the sovereignty of government to maintain my own personal corruption, right? What they don't want you to think or recognize is that a little guy over there in the corner that you call lunch can take a 22, come up and pop me right in the middle of my head, and it's all over, me and all that weight, and then y'all be trying to pick me up with all this weight and all these bombs and everything else like that. They don't want you to recognize how simple it is. Do you understand? So they build up fear. You understand? Guilt, superstition. You need to pay attention to their obligation. The Constitution is their obligation. That's not some instrument that, it's interesting if y'all know something about it, and if you don't, it's not important. Why do you think politicians don't teach Constitution to children in schools? Because that's the document that gives them the authority to do everything that they're doing. Without the Constitution, there is no government. Once you understand that, you understand where you need to be to protect your Moorish birthright. And the Moorish birthright is to protect the Constitution and to enforce the Constitution. The abuses that you've been getting is because that document has not been enforced. It has not been enforced because you ain't been in your proper person. Y'all been busy being colored people. Do you understand where I'm coming from? So concept of mind, get out of it. You're not Negro, black, and colored, and you got to be that, not that, officially. That's what nationalization process is for. That's why he did it. Do you understand? These have political ramifications. So it changes your political status in the society for the record. That's number one, because it's documented now. You see what I'm saying? So that gives you a standing at law across the world. Now, do you know what to do with that? That's the next issue. Do you know how to proceed with that? Those are the parts of the information that was suppressed by the subversives, COINTELPRO, etc., that was inverted into this movement with the FBI, CIA, etc., which is really the OSS, to subvert this movement. Having the people think it's a religious movement when actually it's a movement to bring people back into the constitutional fold of government and to enforce that constitution for the protection of all the peoples. But he knew that they could not be protected as Negro, black, and colored because that's a category of a caste system. It's not human. It is not human. Does not pertain to humanity. It is outside of the human family, therefore outside the law, therefore outlaws. So what do you do with outlaws? Do whatever you please to do with them, particularly if you have power. This is the arrogance that them magistrates have been using as judges. Do you understand? Because they know the people don't have rights because they won't claim them. And then the people think that the only way they're going to get them is that if they give them to you. Governments do not give rights. Governments are established to protect existing rights. Those rights are inalienable, that is in reference to government. And the inalienable right is derivative of your birthright, which means it's non-transferable. It can't be sold to you. You can't license it. Once you understand that, hold them to it. And they're obligated when they take that oath of office to uphold that Constitution. And if you start talking about Republican Party and Democratic Party and all that kind of crap, and you start getting into their private matters because it's private policy, and you let them enforce that crap, you just gave up your birthright. This is what has happened to us. And you believe them, you keep believing them. Then they put nigger leaders out who got these feathers on in secret, and they're usually a reverend with 33 degrees, playing dumb like he don't know what that fez is, like he don't know what that great seal is on that dollar bill, and it's right there on the dollar bill. Pull out dollar bill. Pull out dollar bill, y'all. Anybody got to pull out dollar bill? United States Republic is the only government on the planet that has a dual seal. Is everybody clear what dual means? We know it means two, but I want you need to be clear on this. Dual seal, which means two seals to the one. You fold it, and you see the one in the middle, right? You fold it, you put up to the light, you'll see there's an obverse and a reverse. And you look underneath that seal with that pyramid, and you know it's not the Vatican. But they keep telling you it's a Christian government. Jefferson told you this government was not founded on Christian principles. And how many people keep talking about Jefferson? You see what I'm trying to say, how we don't pay attention? Now you see that pyramid? Look at it. Now the sun shines from the east even unto the west. And it casts a shadow on that pyramid. And so there's a shadow on the west on that pyramid. And you see an eye on top of that pyramid. But there's a violation of physics in that die cast. And that violation of physics is that the shadow continues underneath the pyramid, which is sitting on sand, which is a violation of physics. But it's in your face, and so most people don't pay attention, so they ain't worried about you seeing it. Right? And then you look at the end of that shadow of that pyramid on the earth, on that plane. See, because you got the vertical and the horizontal. Ain't that a square? Isn't that plumb and level? Man got two positions, plumb and level, am I correct?